So you've got your research topic or your research question written out, but you're just not sure how to translate that into research articles. So this video will break that research question into keywords, and then we'll use those keywords to find good research to help us write our paper. We're going to start off with a research question. It's a pretty basic one. Probably looks very similar to the one that you've written or something that you've been thinking about. And we're going to use that to identify our core concepts and our applications. Basically, in this situation, mindfulness activity is our core concept. It's kind of what the rest of the question hangs off of. And then our application, or where we're looking for mindfulness activities to be applied to, is the elementary classroom, right? So we can have as many applications as we need. We could say math classroom, we could say English language learner classroom, anything like that. You can add applications in as you need, and you probably have anywhere from 2 to 4 anyway. And the more research articles you start to read, you're going to be able to identify their core concepts and see that they've got 3 or 4 applications on there as well. One thing when developing our keywords is I see a lot of students that try to use their results as keywords as well. And the problem with this is that those articles that we're looking for are going to provide this information. So when we throw that in there, it just gets really specific. It either is redundant and will result with no articles, or we'll just get really specific really quickly. That's not a bad thing, but it's not the place I like to start. So let's actually look at this in a database context and see what it looks like. On the left-hand side, you can see that I've got mindfulness and classroom. Classroom's a really good catch-all application. Obviously, mindfulness could be anything. So by just sticking classroom in there, it keeps us in an education realm. And on the right-hand side, I've got student behaviors, mindfulness, and classroom. I've got a couple of results. I've got our applications in there, and you'll see the difference here is I start off broad and I get 469 results, versus this one I started off really specific already and I've got 33. Why this is important is because I haven't put any limiters in yet. Over here on the left hand side you'll see full text, scholarly peer reviewed, and I didn't change my date range at all. So this is already a pretty small number, and by adding those limiters in, it's going to get even more specific. Over here, if we just add full text to a 33 article result, we end up with only 10 articles. So we always want to start our research broad and then get specific or get narrow after we find some stuff. I don't want you to remove good articles because you started your search terms too narrow. And even then, most of you have probably done a couple of searches that result back in 0 articles. Broaden up a little bit. Stick with just your core concept. If you just put your core concept in as your keywords, how does that change? Once you do that, add your limiters to just your core concept, and then maybe go back in and do a search with your applications or maybe some of your results, and see how that changes your result list, and play with that. So that's a quick breakdown. Good luck with your results, with your searches. Think broad, and have fun writing your research.